I was watching the news in the beginning. They were like saying, oh, don't worry about it. If you contract COVID, we're paying all the bills for you.
Janet Mendez, a New York resident, was infected with COVID-19 in March 2020. But it turned out that the government did not pay. Her hospital kept sending her medical bills from different departments for various procedures and treatments, and they added up to an astronomical $400,000. Janet did not understand why she owed so much. After a news report on her plight, the hospital found a billing error, admitting that what Janet really owed was just somewhere between $6,000 to $16,000. Janet is not alone. The Medical Billing Advocates of America says that 90% of hospital bills contains at least a minor error. One of the biggest critics of the U.S. healthcare system is U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders.
5 major drug companies last year made $50 billion in profits. They have well over 1,000 lobbyists here in Washington, D.C. They provide hundreds of millions of dollars in campaign contributions. Their job and what they do is charge the highest prices they possibly can, the highest prices in the world. Their business model is greed.
The right to health care, as one of the most basic rights, says everyone should be entitled to it regardless of race, age, ethnicity, or social status. But how can this basic right be respected when some 14% of Americans quit treatment just because they couldn't afford it? In this global catastrophe, who is getting the gold?
The healthcare system, it's not made for the people. It's not made to keep you healthy. It's not made to help you in any way. It's certainly not made to help you pay your bills, right? It's a for-profit system.
It's understandable that hospitals operate on a for-profit basis, but the question is, by how much? By the end of 2020, HCA Healthcare, America's largest for-profit hospital system, posted a $3.8 billion profit, more than it made the year before the pandemic. And others are getting a slice of the action. Tenet Healthcare, a multinational healthcare services company, made almost $400 million in profit. The University of Pittsburgh Medical Center and the Mayo Clinic also raked in hundreds of millions. It is a gold mine and a cash cow for other healthcare-related industries as well. As employer-sponsored health insurance is exempt from income taxation, 9 out of 10 privately insured Americans are covered by plans purchased by their employers. But as shown in Michael Moore's documentary Sicko, people have to ask whether the scheme is good for employees.
Okay. Being that I'm an employee here, my medicine is for free, so that's why I gotta keep working until I die. There are golden years, I can't find them. I'll tell you that.
And for those who have been laid off, not only did they lose their jobs, they were no longer covered by a social safety net. While people are suffering due to COVID and footing the bill whether they can afford it or not, big pharmas, including but not limited to vaccine manufacturers like Moderna, Pfizer, are making a killing through the benefit network behind. Queen Nystrom is a diabetic, and the huge amount of insulin she spends every month makes her breathless.
Today I went and picked up my insulin prescription. That retails for $340 a vial. I go through 2 to 3 vials a month. So how are normal, everyday working class people in this country supposed to afford to keep themselves alive?
And she is not alone. In order to survive and to prove a point, a group of diabetics decided to break the law. They chartered a coach to take them across the Canadian border some 1,300 kilometers away to buy cheaper insulin.
These vials of insulin in America would have cost me $3,060 retail price. That's in US dollars. Today, I paid $243. It is staggering how much more money it is in America. You can see why 1 in 4 Americans are rationing their insulin because they can't afford it.
According to John Gaiman, a member of the Institute of Medicine, the COVID-19 pandemic has exposed long-standing system problems of U.S. healthcare, ranging from access barriers, uncontrolled prices and costs, unacceptable quality, widespread disparities and inequalities, and marginalization of public health. the pharmaceutical industry is not a fully competitive market. Patents mean that these companies have legal monopolies on specific drugs, and a 20-year patent term does not necessarily mean access to a free market.
Products that are out are not really new. They may have tweaked the manufacturing process and the like, and they have better delivery pens and the like, but the increase in price has been astronomical.
Besides production, distribution channels in the U.S. are complex, if not opaque, and involve multiple institutions and intermediaries. Everyone, it seems, wants a piece of the pie. Due to the implementation of free pricing legislation, manufacturers, wholesalers, and pharmaceutical benefit managers, or PBMs, have joined hands. Although PBMs are not part of the distribution channels, they've been granted substantial influence, such as reviewing doctors' prescriptions, formulating prescription sets, negotiating drug prices, and so on. According to Eversana data, in 2017, the top 3 PBMs were responsible for 73% of all prescription drug sales in the U.S. This mechanism has friends in high places. According to statistics by Open Secrets in 2021, the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, the American Hospital Association, and the American Medical Association rank among the top 10 agencies with the highest lobbying expenditures and spent nearly $75 million to protect their interests. The whole industry is trapped in a vicious cycle. No matter which political party is in power, with interests intertwined, it is unwilling to rock the boat.